Open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made whether perceived or unperceived by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible.
Roll call. Roger Taché.
Here.
Rich Wilson.
Here.
Richard Gonzalez here. All present. Time?
4 o'clock.
Meeting opens 4 o'clock. Next on the agenda, item number 2, approve minutes of the executive and open session.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve the minutes and executive session minutes of the meeting of June 13, 2019.
I second it.
Second.
You couldn't.
Can't, no.
I was there in that meeting.
Yes, it's July 11th.
July 11th. Okay, good. All right, second. Okay, there's a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0 to approve the minutes of the June 13th meeting of.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve the minutes and executive session minutes of the July 11, 2019 meeting.
I second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 2-0.
Right here. Those are yours. You can just sign that one.
So Rich Wilson signs them. And I sign this one.
Can I sign the July one?
No,
No.
that
So
was
that-
the June.
Okay.
But is
This
that June?
Right,
Yep.
okay.
Mr. Chairman, just for the record, the reason it's 2-0 is that Mr. Wilson wasn't here,
Yep,
and that's why you seconded the motion?
that's correct. For the record again, Mr. Wilson was not here on that day. That's why, July 11th, that's why I second that motion. All set? Item number 3, invoice proof list. I had a chance to look at it before.
Two of them?
Yeah.
There should be 4 total, 2 of the same, 2 of each.
There you go.
You can click it, it's in
Oh,
there.
he's got it
Just
right
like-
there.
You got it. You go on, keep it.
Richard forgot this one, the executive council, to sign.
Oh, I thought I did.
Oh, Richard?
Yes, I did. There's 2 copies?
Yeah, one's executive council.
I'm gonna need that back, Rod.
Missed that one. Oh, it's 3 or 4? 3.
There should be 4, 2 of each. There should be 2 of each.
You see that one?
There it is, right there. You go, Richard?
Thank you.
Oh, I did it.
Is that one? Item number 4, monthly report.
There's nothing to sign on them, nothing as well.
No.
Get right now.
Right there.
Oh, you want it there? Oh,
Yeah.
you're hiding it on us. One?
Item number 5, executive session. Can I have a motion to go into executive session to discuss abatements and exemptions per submitted list pursuant to GLC 30A, Section 21A 7, and GLC 59, Section 60. Review ATB matters pursuant to GL 30A, Section 21A 3, since discussion in public would be detrimental to the city's legal position. We will reconvene following the meeting, executive session. Roll call.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we go into executive session.
Second.
Roll call. Roger Tache.
Yes.
Richard Wilson.
Yes.
Richard Gonzalez, yes. 3-0, time
406.
4:06. Motion to go back into open session?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Roll call. Roger Tache.
Yes.
Rich Wilson.
Yes.
Richard Gonzalez, yes. 3-0, time
442.
4:42, back in open session. Item number 6, we have an open meeting law complaint from Colin Dias dated 7/26/2019.
Mr. Chairman, as you stated, there was a complaint received. It had to do with the July 11th, 2019 meeting, and the complaint stated that they had two complaints in there. One is that the typical language that is read before the meeting from Chapter 38, Section 20F, which talks about any person being able to make an audio or video recording or transmit the meeting through any medium. He claimed that wasn't read. And then the second thing is that he claimed that when the motion was made to go into executive session, and you went into executive session, you didn't state before you went into executive session if you were going to reconvene in open session. The complaint was received on July 26, 2019. The city has 14 business days from the receipt to review it. The 14 days expire today. Today is actually the first board meeting that you have had since it came in. And then we have 14 business days to respond. We've reviewed the tape of the meeting, and prior to the meeting, or right at the beginning of the meeting, as he normally does, Ben read the statement about the taping of the meeting, of the video or audio. So that's incorrect. That was read as the meeting began, as we have for every meeting since this has become law. We also reviewed when you went into executive session, and it does appear that through inadvertence, the chairman didn't say you were going to come back into open session. Now, as you know, there's a template that we use that the chairman reads for the motion to go into executive session. It just happened that that template was not in his packet that day, and so he read it off the agenda, not off of the template. The agenda doesn't state whether you're going to reconvene into open session or not, nor does it have to. The motion does. So what I would suggest to you is that, given this, that we would respond to the person who filed the complaint, and that we would state that, number one, the meeting was opened with the correct statement that had to be read, and secondly, that it's been the board's normal practice to use a template for executive session. It wasn't used through inadvertence that day, and that we are now taking steps to make sure that it's in the chairman's packet before each meeting. And then I'm also suggesting that you reference the Attorney General's decision in Open Meeting Law 2014-69, which involved the Wayland School Committee, where they had essentially the same issue, and they used essentially the same solution. So, Mr. Chair, at this point, the appropriate thing to do, I would suggest, would be to make a motion to authorize me as the attorney for the Board of Assessors to send a letter back to the person who filed the complaint. It was Colin Dias who filed the complaint. Also, to give a copy to the city clerk and send and cause a copy to be sent to the Attorney General's Open Meeting Law Division per law.
May I have a motion to go into discussion with Matt Thomas to address this issue?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
And you're authorizing, a motion to authorize me to send a letter stating as I told you.
Correct.
Correct.
So we need this.
May I have another motion to
Yeah, so-
authorize the letter from
So
Mr.
moved, Mr.
Thomas?
Chairman.
Is there a second? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 7, scheduling of the next meeting.
September 12th? Okay, everyone?
September twelfth?
Cannot
Yeah.
make the 12th.
Nope, you cannot
Okay,
make
wait.
it, Richard can
How
make
about the
it.
19th?
The 19th? Yeah,
That's
that
good.
sounds good.
19th September.
Okay.
You make the 19th?
What time?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Because we have Rehoboth that morning.
I
Here
don't
we
have something on that,
are. Item number 8, all other relevant business not known 48 hours in advance. Do we have any?
No, hearing none, motion to adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
Is there a second?
In the motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0 to adjourn. Time,
4:47.
4:47.
Just to let you know, on the 19th,